Welcome back to Access Carolina. If you like a social event or birthday celebration with some surprises, you might choose to invite the jungle to your party. Randy Miller is here from Critter Keeper along with John Schmidt and a few of their critters. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you, Margaret. We're always happy to arrive over here.
Before we get to our first guest, you know, you've made a business of bringing the snakes and lizards and mammals and amphibians and arthropods to parties. For this segment, who are you introducing us to?
Well, this is John Schmidt. John is a gentleman I met last summer. We'd actually been on the lookout for somebody that could help take over some of the programs because we're just all over the state. And
so you found an animal guy in John.
Yes, and he has just fit in perfectly. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to introduce him. He's a phenomenal public speaker. He's very well versed in the animals. And he loves to have fun with them like I do.
Well, John, then take it away. If we're at a party and you bring this guy in, what are you telling us?
Yeah, so this is Joanna. Joanna is an Argus monitor from Papua New Guinea and Australia and all over the southern Indonesian islands. Monitor lizards are a clawed predatory species of lizard. They get pretty large. When Joanna's fully grown, he'll be about 5 feet long. I know what you're thinking, Joanna, that's a girl's name, but he's actually a male. The Australian word for monitor lizard is goanna or goanna, so that's where the name Joanna comes from. Loves to eat fish, eggs, meat, all sorts of stuff.
And he's hissing right now. What is he telling us?
So he's just a little nervous. He knows we're bigger than him. He's big and bad, but he just wants to puff up. And
we're big.
super cool animal.
Very cool. And you know, you've got a couple behind you. I don't know if, you know, we're going to have you back in some weeks. Is there anybody else you want to bring out at this point? Who's in this bag right here?
Well, first off, if my grandmother only knew what I was using these nice embroidered pillowcases we got for anniversary this year. This is one we don't normally bring to birthday parties. We use her for a lot of public events. This is Plasma. And Plasma, I apologize, I was hoping she was going to shed before now, but Plasma is a pretty good sized blood python.
I see that.
Now, blood pythons, a lot of times when we say the word python, we're thinking just massive, massive snakes. And I don't think she's going to bite, Margaret. If you just want to go ahead and take that for a second, I'll go ahead and
How do I hold her?
Oh, just like that.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's like a baby, probably.
These snakes actually get about 6 feet long, but they're massive. They'll get as big around as a car tire back. And they're an ambush predator. They will lie in wait on the jungle floor. They'll blend right in with the surrounding. You okay?
Oh, yeah. A blood pressure check was happening around my arm for a second, and then the face popped out.
But being an ambush predator, they'll lie in wait for their prey and lightning fast strike. Blood pythons have a pretty, usually sometimes a bad reputation, Margaret, for being a little bitey. And so we're kind of using you as a guinea pig. We don't let a lot of other people.
The name blood python also isn't too appealing.
Well, blood python usually refers to the beautiful burnt orange or deep red that you see on our sides. But yes, these snakes will draw blood on you in 3 ways: quick, fast, and in a hurry. Lightning fast strike. But she's actually pretty gentle, as you can see.
Yeah, she seems fine. She's been fed today, and she also understands that we're much bigger.
That's right. But she'll protect herself if necessary.
Okay, excellent. So she's feeling safe. You can just wear, but really beautiful animals. What kinds of reactions do you get? You come to parties.
I get all kinds of reactions. Some people just want to hold a snake. That's all they want. You know. Interestingly, I got a message just this morning from a nice lady. I'm going to share it on my Facebook page eventually. But she has been crippled by fear her entire life. With snakes. I mean, couldn't even hear the word. And through the course of going to a number of the public programs that we do at libraries, eventually she hired me to do a birthday party. And now, guess what? They have a pet snake. And so she just feels like her life has just kind of come full circle with getting over a crippling fear that just dominated her mind. And now she just really feels that she understands the beauty of these animals, and so that was really kind of heartwarming for me to read this morning. So.
Well, and that's neat too, because that's part of your mission. You want to educate people, and with education comes, you know, people feeling comfortable. We've got about another minute if there's somebody back there to bring into this.
Sure. You ever seen a vinegaroon?
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of the coolest arachnids ever. This is a whip scorpion, also called a vinegaroon. Now, this long tail here does not sting you. It doesn't whip you. What it actually does is it sprays out acetic acid or vinegar. Now, the vinegar that we have in our pantry at home is 5 to 20% acetic acid. The vinegar these guys shoot out is closer to 85%. It's like a chemical burn if you happen to get it directly on your skin.
This gets a lot of oohs and ahs at the party. Maybe doesn't want to get passed around as much.
No, we don't let, you know, we're pretty selective on which animals the children hold.
Well,
so
you put on a great show. We appreciate you coming here and giving us these introductions every once in a while, because this is a really neat experience. So I can see anybody planning for an event, if they're willing to to, you know, be brave enough to take on the jungle, they can make it a Critter Keeper event, and they can contact you online.
Yes.
We've got your information on screen there and on accesscarolina.com. Randy, John, thank you.
Thank you very much. I was just going to say, you know, we are growing, and so if you're trying to schedule something, we would ask that you go through the website, critterkeeperupstate.com.
Okay.
We have a scheduler, and it's a whole lot easier, less confusion than trying to contact 3 or 4 people to try to do that.
So many parties, so many fun guests. Thanks,
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you very much, man.